I watch a lot of videos on the internet where people are just saying like, hey, try this strategy and you'll be able to make $1,000 a day trading options. What a lot of these videos and these gurus leave out are 5 fundamental things that will make you a really good options trader. So in this video, I'm going to share those 5 things. Let's dive right into it. So the first thing you need to have is you need to have an edge. In my opinion, a toolbox of strategies that you deploy in the market. So it could be a setup. Once you see that setup, you're able to execute it flawless. I like to trade following supply and demand. So for me, that's my edge. Whenever I see a good supply and demand setup, I'm able to enter either calls or puts, depending on the setups. And usually with a high level of probability, I'm able to execute a really good trade. Because I've done this setup so many times, it's literally like my edge. Whenever I see it in the market, I rub my hands, I enter my trade, and I'm able to execute. Number 2 is you want to have proper risk management. Now, this is key. Capital preservation is one of the most important things as a trader you need to focus on. Like, you need to be looking at your risk to reward ratio. So when you enter your trade, you need to calculate how much money am I risking on this trade and what is the reward that I'm aiming for. So for example, let's say you enter in a trade on SPX, your investment for that particular trade is $1,000. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to risk the entire $1,000 on the trade. So what you could do is you could say like, okay, I'm comfortable risking $100 on this trade. So you set up your stop loss, for $100. So if you're down $100, it kicks you out. But also what you can then target is you say like, hey, on this trade, based on my setup, I can probably make 20-30% on this trade. So I'm going to make $300 on this trade. So if the contracts that I have get to 1,300, it's time for me to consider taking profits. Or you could even set it up in a way where you automatically take profits and then you move away. So if you look at that, you're risking 100 to make 300. That's a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, right? So that's good, right? Because you're only risking 100. I would rather make 10% every single day consistently for 30 days than, let's say today I hit a home run in profits. I make 100% profits and then tomorrow I lose 50%. Number 3, you need to learn how to manage your emotions. Like trading, I believe, is 80% psychological and then 20% like the technical stuff. Maybe you enter a trade too early or you hold on to a trade too long. You will inevitably lose money on a really good technical setup. So being able to just manage your emotions is super key, because you can find yourself, maybe you take one trade and it doesn't go your way, you lose some money. And then you continuously trade because now you're revenge trading, trying to recoup the money that you've lost. But revenge trading is a result of our inability to manage our emotions. That's key. I actually have a rule where if I take 3 losing trades, I stop trading. So if you overtrade because you're not managing your emotions really, really well, your mental capital is, you're drawing down on that mental capital and you are going to inevitably start making bad emotionally driven decisions. Number 4, you want to be patient, especially if you're trading market open. I usually trade market open, so 9:30 is usually when I start looking for setups. You don't need to get into the market at 9:30. You can wait 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes and then identify the setup that you want to take and then enter. The big mistake I used to make when I was an early trader is at market open, I would enter a trade. Like literally 9:30, 9:31, I'm in a trade. Market open is like takeoff for a plane, right? You want to then trade when it's now in the cruising altitude, right? And you don't have to worry too much about the volatility that comes with market open. I'm not saying you cannot trade market open. I've traded market open and made a really good amount of money trading it, but I've also lost money trading market open as well. Because sometimes what the market could do is it could set up a trap, right? Where it acts as if it's going up, only for it to hit a plateau and then sell off, or the vice versa could happen. So if you had been patient and waiting to see where the reversal is going to happen, you can then catch the big move, which is the reversal, rather than just catching the small move, which was, in this case, maybe a bull trap. And then the 5th and final tip you need to find a mentor and also a community. Trying to do this on your own is probably not the best idea. I think finding a mentor who's been there, done that can really help because number one, you can learn from their mistakes. Number two, they can teach you things that you don't know. And also number three, they can also help you with the four things. And if you're looking for a mentor and you don't have one, I have a mentorship program where I do mentor traders in their trading journey. And you can click the link in the description below if you want to learn more. But you don't necessarily have to work with me. You can work with so many people out there. There are so many really good traders out there. All I'm saying is you need to find a mentor and a community to really help you on your journey. Because if you try to do this on your own, this can be very, very challenging. I hope these tips help. There's more content that I've created where I show you some of the trades that I've taken. So feel free to check those out. And if you love the content that I'm bringing out, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.